Les from Delta, we know how well all of these handhelds hold up when we're using them in nice, clean laboratory conditions. But what happens when you're not as nice to them? Let's find out.
So before we start really torture testing this guy, let's talk about how these handhelds are rated. And they're all rated with an IP rating. And what that is ingress protection. And then that'll have two numbers after that. And the first number is going to be how much dust they're protected from, and that's a 0 to 7 rating. And then the second digit is 0 to 5, and that's how much water you can have. So like a 0 would be, don't get away. 5 would be, throw it in the ocean, you'll be fine. So our Elcometer is IP64 rated. And that means 0 dust penetration, and you should be able to splash it with water, and it'll be fine. So we're going to try that out. So the first thing that we're going to test is our dust protection. And we know that this is completely sealed, IP6, 0 dust. But we're going to try that anyway. For our dust, I have powdered sugar because that is just nice and fine. And let's see how much we can coat this with a little bit here and see what happens. So, a lot of dust, obviously, on the outside. Our most sensitive spot, or likely for dust to get in, it's going to be our little USB port. No dust in there. How about behind the battery? Nothing. Just the stuff that fell in when I opened it. How about inside? Oh, look at that. Pristine. And let's just turn her on and see if it works. That beeped at me. So it was a good sign. Yeah. It's really hard to see because it's so bright out here, but it works. And our probe, nice and good. So I would say yes, it does meet that 6. Beyond that, I don't really know how much dirt or anything we're going to be able to get in there. So I think that's as tortured as that's going to get as far as our dust intrusion. So now you're saying, well, I've got dust and powdered sugar all over my Elcometer. Well, the good news is this is splash protected, so we should be able to just hose it off. So I still got powdered sugar on my hands. All right, that's splashy. Let's see how we look here. I'm just going to go straight to turning it on. It was already on. It was still on when I splashed it. And it's back and it works. You can't see it because of the glare. You just have to take my word on it, but it works. Let's see if it'll take more water. All right, so this time we're actually going to try and submerge it. I am going to drop it into a 5-gallon bucket of water. So let's see here. A little 3, 2, 1, and well, floats. Screen's still on. Had a little bit of condensation. I don't know if you can see this. And a little condensation under the screen in between. And that could just be it drying, could just be the temperature out here. I want to try this and see if it still actually works. Yeah, it's still dead on. Saying 0.88 on a 0.89. We've talked about the ingress protection. It doesn't actually cover any kind of drop protection, but just does have a really nice ruggedized case to it. And I have dropped my demo unit before, so I know it can take a certain amount of fall damage, if you will. So we're going to start by dropping it from about waist height. That's where I've done it in demonstrations before. So we're going to say we'll go about 3 feet from each one of our little hash marks as the foot. So we'll start at 3 and we'll just keep going up until it breaks. So here we go from 3 feet. Yeah, took it like a champ. No damage. Going up to 4. Got that right on the screen. Still nothing. No problems. 5. It wants to fall on that screen. There is no damage. And if anything, the condensation is actually kind of clearing out. So, bonus. Alright. Here is 6. Really afraid I'm damaging the concrete underneath here. So you get more condensation, but I think we're still good. I'm not seeing any damage, so let's keep going. 6. Okay, 7. I really didn't expect this to have to go any higher, so this could get interesting. Nothing. I'm just gonna bring this in here. So you can see the condensation is blown in there a little bit. I think we knocked some water in. But other than that, possible loss of our ingress protection, but dropping it, aside from that, hasn't done any real issue to it. So at this point, I have run the Elcometer through every test that I had planned. I was hoping it was going to survive all of those, but I'm also a little bit surprised that it did survive all of those. So we're going to have to figure out what it's going to take to kill one.
All right, so we're back, and we have had our handheld hanging out in a bit of rice, hoping to dry out a bit. Let's dig in there and grab out the Elcometer, see how it did. All right, looking good. A little bit of dust on it, but that's kind of to be expected when you're sitting in a bin of rice. Let's find our probe. That looks like an Elcometer probe. That is an Elcometer probe. Sweet. All right, hook this back up quick. Simply, there we go. And let's turn it on. It's a good sign so far. Oh, it looks like we are up and ready to take a measurement. Let's see how we do on a 0.74 mil foil. All right, so testing our foil. That's pretty good. I would say that after all of that and drying out, it survived. We're gonna have to see what we can do to actually hurt this little guy. Les here, just wanted to thank you for stopping by. I know your time is really valuable, so I'm only gonna take up a couple seconds of it. Just wanted you to know that there really are people here ready to help you. If you can't find what you're looking for here, you have the option of calling us, emailing us, or messaging us. Looking forward to hearing from you if you need any help.